Hi, welcome to today's Daily Fire. Today's topic is this: the devil. Never let the devil win. Sit back and relax, and welcome to today's show. So this morning was a morning like I have not had in about 5 months. So about 5 months ago, I made a declaration. I hired a coach, and he was working with me. One of the things he was helping me with was my non-negotiable tasks. And one of the things he came up with, he's like, it's the time you wake up every morning. And I told him what time I woke up. And honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, I wasn't quite honest with him, because he's like, what time do you wake up? I'm all 5 a.m. I said it as though I did it all the time. I didn't actually even do that all the time. It was like I tried to do 5 a.m., but like it wasn't really a 5 a.m. I tried to do it, right? So, but I told him 5 a.m. He's all good. From now on, you're waking up at 4:30, right? It's got to suck. We got to make this hard for you. And it was funny because at the time he says that, I'm like, in my mind, I'm going like, why? Why? I have plenty of time. Like, I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I make my own hours. I don't need to get up that early. And I can get done what I'm getting done. Like, all these narratives and stories run in my head. But I'm like, dude, I hired him. I paid him a lot of money, like a lot of money for 6 phone calls. And I was like, I'm not going to not listen. So anything he's telling me to do, I'm going to listen to him. So anyhow, so he tells me, you got to get up at, 4:30 in the morning. And I'm like, okay. So I start into that. About the first 2 weeks of it, it was really hard. Every morning was pretty tough for me to get up. Like, it's just hard to stay motivated to actually do that, like to get up and constantly do it. But after about 2 weeks, I found myself in a place where it wasn't hard anymore. It became kind of the status quo of who I am. What I've since done is I've added weekends to it, because that was just Monday through Friday. And now I've added weekends, so it's 7 days a week. I'm up at 4:30 a.m. regardless of what is going on that day. That's the non-negotiable task, right? And this has been going on now for about 5 months, right? 5 months, you would think, okay, you've established some patterns and routines in your life, you're probably good. This morning, I don't know what it was. I don't know if the cosmos on the island lined up a certain way, things would be in a certain way. But I'm sitting there, my alarm actually went off 4:20. I've been getting up about 10 minutes earlier just so I can get to the gym right when they open at 5. But my alarm goes off at 4:20 this morning, and it was like I got like a boom, like a right hook right to the side of the temple that said, you're not getting up, go back to bed, you don't need to get up, sleep for another hour. Like, it was almost like a what are those things when they, I can't remember what they're called, but when you watch a movie and there's like that part of the movie where it does like a time lapse and shows all this stuff transpire really fast, right? But it's usually a length of time. It's like a year goes by and it shows all the things. This is kind of like what it was, only it wasn't showing me a length of time. It was narrative and story after story speaking into my mind, thoughts coming to my head about why it was okay for me to go to sleep, why it was okay for me to go to bed, and I needed to do it, and I needed to do it. Like, so many things. My mind was coming up with the most insane rationales about why I needed to do it, what I needed to do. It was the craziest, right? So I'm sitting there, it's 4:20 in the morning. My wife's asleep beside me. She's actually got a rib out right now, so she's not been sleeping well. And so that sucks. A side note, that's a problem. She's got a chiropractor appointment today, so hopefully she gets that taken care of. But anyhow, so I'm like having this inner dialogue insanely, and there's a part of me that's like, I guess it makes sense, I should stay in bed. I am kind of sick, kind of have a scratchy throat, maybe I need to rest. Like, all of this is going on, and I remember just sitting there, and now at this point it's about 4:25. I've been sitting there wrestling, and this is what I'll call it. I call wrestling with the devil. Right, I'm wrestling with the devil inside me, the devil inside my mind, and I'm wrestling with that devil, and the devil is winning to some extent, right? He's convincing me this is a good idea. Mind you, this is 5 months in. 5 months, a very simple thing. An alarm clock goes off, you get up, right? That was a very simple declaration, a simple non-negotiable task, right? And I had mastered the alarm clock, which had led to a series of other non-negotiable tasks that I have also now mastered, which is just transforming my entire life, like transforming it. Like, there's so many things about who I am right now that are non-negotiable. They're just who I am. It's what I do, right? You look at my economic situation, you look at my physical body, you look at my relationship with my wife, like, these non-negotiable tasks have created a direct tie to the results of my life. It's crazy for me to look, but hard part is, right, you got to get time under tension. Has to be time. But I'm sitting here 5 months into it, so this shouldn't be a problem. Clearly it was a problem this morning, which was wild. I didn't see it coming. But finally rolled out of bed about 5 minutes later, and then I'm just trudging. Like, even going to the bathroom, I was like, I just don't, like, it was I was like a whiny little baby, and it was crazy. It was like the old version of me. It was the me 5 months ago who wrestled and who would negotiate, who, if he didn't get enough sleep, then he wouldn't get up. If A, B, and C didn't happen, then this wouldn't happen, right? There was always a negotiation with me. I was like an attorney with myself, and it was like never getting me where I actually wanted to go. And my growth and progression in life was just so limited because I would negotiate, right? And I'd eliminated this, I thought. And it was interesting to realize this morning I didn't eliminate it. And that negotiator is still there. He'd gotten a little silent, but there came this point, and the reason I got out of bed is because I knew that if I went back to bed, no matter what reason, no matter how it went down, if I did not do what I said I would do, I was going to open up the floodgates of hell. Like literally, in my mind, I'm like, if I don't do this, I just opened up the back door to my success. And I can do all this work on the front side. But if I don't commit and if I don't trust that Trevor says he's going to do it, then he's going to do it. If I don't trust that, I've now given myself evidence that I'm not who I say I am, that I'm not as powerful as I think I am, is that my results are no longer going to continue. And then all of a sudden, it's like you miss the workout. It's like working out. You miss workout one day, it's much easier to miss it the next day. I missed my alarm this one day. I justify, go back to sleep. What's to stop me from tomorrow or the next day or the next day? Because there's always going to be a good reason or excuse for you to not do what you were supposed to do. Like I have a laundry list. I could show you a list that just rattles like probably 10 pages long about why I shouldn't do all of the things that I do. Meaning there are justifications for me to be lazy, for me to play small, for me to not go all in. And if I do that, if I give into that and I feed that side of me, man, it's game over. It's game over. And then I'm stuck on this roller coaster to hell. Right? And the roller coaster to hell, and I've talked about it before, this roller coaster to hell is when you constantly keep pushing, but you don't push long enough or hard enough, and you end up back where you started. And it's not a fun roller coaster. It's not the roller coaster you want to be on. It's when you're experiencing the same level problems every single day, week, month, year. And it's over and over. When you're 20s, 30s, 40s, and you find yourself my age, 44, that same problems. Right? That's what I discovered for myself. And I'm like, I have to eliminate it. And it comes down to my own personal excellence, my ability to drive and to move and to go. So this morning was powerful because I kicked the devil's ass. The devil said, go to bed. And I said, not today, not today. Right? You've all seen that meme rolling around. I love it, right? It's a meme where it's like, and it's usually like, it's actually like a video or a reel. I guess we'll call it a reel. Right? Where the guy gets out, you see feet hit the ground, and then there's the voice inside, and then the devil says, oh shit, he's up. Right? That's the attitude I ended up taking. I ended up going to the gym. I ended up doing a solid workout. It was leg day today, and it was a solid, just sweat and drip. I even get out of but the devil didn't go away. He's still been screaming at me all day. Don't do what you say you're going to do. Take time off. He was literally telling me, hey, go finish your client call early in the morning and then go take a nap. Literally the narrative running through my head. I'm like, well, I could probably do that. That'd be good. I mean, I am my own boss. I can do what I want to do, right? And that's never going to get me what I actually want in life. So take a look at your world, right? Take a look at your life around body, being, balance, and business. Where in your world are the negotiable tasks screwing up your progress and your results? Where you are negotiating with yourself. Could be something as simple as the alarm clock every morning. Start there. If you have not mastered the alarm clock, and I'm not talking about the guy who has to get up. I'm not talking about if you have to be up at 5 a.m., 4:30, 4 a.m. for work, meaning there's a place you have to be, that bullshit doesn't count. You're being compelled. I'm talking about if you already have to get up at 4 a.m. for your job and you're like, that's early, get up at 3:30. Get up at 3:30. And all I can tell you is if you will do this, I can promise you, as God is my witness today, it will change your world. It will literally, as simplest thing as that, because all of a sudden you are in control. You are no longer controlled by circumstance, by how you feel, by conditions. It's crazy. It spills over. Like the cup spills over from that simple little bit of discipline. So find that place. If it's not the alarm clock, you already got that mastered, find the other area. Where are you negotiating on tasks that are stifling you from being the best version of you, which is ultimately messing with the things you do, and ultimately, big picture wise, it's messing with your results. It's what's stopping you from having the life that you love. So, that's all I got for you guys. all I got for you guys. Go find that thing, do that thing, and as always, share the show up. Right? If somebody you know is going to get value from this show, share it up with them. But as always, it's your boy Trevor J. White reminding you that you're just one pivot away.